Okay, so hi YouTube. This is Jason. I just wanted to do, let's flip this around here. I just wanted to do a video that did a complete rundown very quickly of my entire setup here to actually record and stream. If I can do an additional step to make my audio actually live as well once it gets to the computer. But so far, this is everything. I'm gonna start my Nuzlocke on red version, the original Game Boy cartridge, no mods, no nothing, just straight cartridge, and I'm doing it through the GameCube. And just so everybody can see everything here, I will also list in the video description each product that I use to make this complete chain work. Okay, first off here, I am using a GameCube. This is a silver GameCube that has a skin on it, obviously. This is a skin that is from Decal Girl. Inside here is this Game Boy Player game. Game Boy Player, if you don't know, is an external attachment that fits onto the bottom of your GameCube, and you connect it. It's this black piece here, goes all the way around the bottom, and it allows you to plug in and play Game Boy games, Game Boy Color games, and Game Boy Advance games right through your GameCube. Now, this box down here is essential to this just for one reason, and that's because I couldn't actually get a splitter to connect to my capture card that connects to my computer. So there was an additional step that had to be created to make this work. Now, this is a Psyclone brand. It says Psyclone, I can't even read that. Competition, well, I can't even say it. Competition grade selector box, I guess. It's got 4 inputs and 1 output. I am only using 1 input, 1 output. Basically, I'm having the GameCube connect into the selector box. And then the selector box is where I start splitting the signal. If you can see down in here, let's put my GameCube down out of the way here. Now, at the back of this selector box, this is the output side. And I have, in the yellow, I have a splitter that is 1 male to 2 female RCA, and I have 2 of those, and basically I only have 2 because 1 yellow, 1 white is all that the input has on the back of this TV. Now, this TV, my mother actually bought it for me at a secondhand store. That's exactly what I paid for it about 3 months ago when I knew I was going to be doing this with a GameCube. So this is the GameCube input, or output, but it's plugged into the input of the selector box. Then I'm splitting this output, so 2 of these are being sent to the TV, and then these other 2 and the last red that is not being split is being sent right over to this side at this little thing. This is a mini AV2 HDMI. So basically this is red, white, yellow input, and there's a power supply, and you have an option of 720 or 1080p setting here, and then it's a HDMI output. So that transfers that RCA signal into a HDMI format. And so then I have the HDMI out going to the HDMI in on my Roxio Gamecap HDPRO. This was $100 on Amazon, $99.95. I have Prime, so that was free 2-day shipping. This was like $14.99 Amazon, and then just those splitters I bought from Amazon, and a couple of cables that I bought from Amazon as well. Now this Roxio capture card is pretty sweet, but I needed the TV because when I'm playing games, there's a lag. So even though I'm able to view everything that's on this screen here, there is a lag there that makes it so it's impossible to do basically anything. It's not like a huge lag, but like it's significant. And why now the only thing that I'm really going to be playing through here currently is Pokemon. So I mean, as far as lag goes in the Pokemon community, like lag isn't really anything. See, this will give you a little bit of the distinction of the lag there. But basically, I would be able to do all the fights because there's no real lag in the fight. It's just I select a button, he does the attack, and it waits for me to do anything. Now that would be fine if that was all that it would do, but walking is not something that was possible with this lag. Just I would be walking like 3 seconds into a wall, and like that would be the most boring YouTube video ever, just to have me every time I walk anywhere, you would just see me stop and walk into a wall. So now I'm showing you both screens here so you can kind of tell like what type of lag I'm talking about here. Because Onyx comes away, comes back. You know, it's not great, but it's there. This is also for next gen shit. This is got the capture card in it here. This is just the regular cord to connect it right to the computer. That's an action replay, of course. So I actually do like different settings with Pokemon through action replay. Anything that I use competitively, I breed for. So I might use action replay to start a build or start a new character, but if I'm using it, it's something that has been bred naturally. I do a lot of the Pokemon breeding, so it's nothing new for me to you know, stress out about doing a few different sessions of breeding. And that's pretty much it. I went to Color Time, which is a locally owned renter center here, to get this computer, because I didn't really know exactly what type of computer I was really looking for. I'm not a Mac guy, so for me to find a PC that I like was going to take some work. So I went with Color Time because I knew that if there was something that was lacking in my decision of the first one I took home, you know, basically I wasn't going to have to pay $1,200 to actually like return it, and then, or you know, to bring something home. I wasn't going to have to put out a lot of money just to find out that after I get it all hooked up, I go through 2 weeks of actually purchasing the different upgrades and the different software necessary for me to make this work. Something is failing. So basically I just went there with a list of prerequisites as to what I needed. They gave me that computer. I took it home, I plugged it in, it does the job. You know, PCs get the job done, but, you know, Apple is luxury product. So anytime that I'm just going to mess around, I always just use my Mac or my iPad here.